Morning. It is here in Beaconsfield in Quebec. I was out walking with my dog and I was thinking about how lucky I am, what a great life I have, and just having a lot of gratitude for everything, not just my particular life in terms of how I'm really very grateful for everything that I'm experiencing, but how grateful we should all be for the amazing world in which we live. Springtime is a time where everything is buzzing, everything is coming to life, and it's a time where I know that for me, it gives me hope and always renews my inner strength to be able to go on with each year that comes. So I'm Melanie Miller. I'm 65 years old in January, so I'm still 64 at the moment. And I am what I believe probably living the best years of my life now. Now, my kids might say, but Mom, wasn't the best of years of your life when you were at home, when we were at home? And I would say, yeah, they were pretty good. They were different lives, but now I feel like I'm really living my life. I'm really living what I want to do. And what I want to do is to help as many people as possible that I come across to be able to save time, save money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution. So that means that I'm always working towards my mission. And the mission is what I just told you. But as I should tell you a bit about my background. So I grew up in England. I emigrated to Australia. Then we emigrated to Canada. So I've had lots of experience moving around the world. I have a PhD in pharmaceutical technology. And actually, I was on the team that helped to bring Advil to the market many years ago. And that is a proud thing. So nobody in my house is allowed to take Tylenol. They have to take Advil. Um, so, my background is science. I spent the majority of my working life in and out of laboratories. I would go to the laboratory to do some studies, and then I would walk around the factory and help with things on the shop floor. But a long way from doing something like Tupperware. So in 2007, I had been living in Canada for about 6 years at that time, and I was really getting quite bored. I had made the decision to spend all of my time at home with my kids because we had moved to a French province. French really fast. My oldest, who was 9, had to go into a 50-50 working environment at school with no knowledge of French. That was quite a knock for her self-confidence because we had come from Australia where she had always been in the top levels of school, and suddenly she was like absolutely zero in French. So I believed that it was very important for me to be at home with the kids, and we got tutors, and I helped the kids as best I could settle into their new Canadian life. I'm not going to tell you it was easy. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't difficult. But I needed to be at home at that time. But after 6 years of being here, I was ready for something else. I felt that I had sort of lost my direction. I'd lost my purpose. I had become just somebody who was somebody's mom or somebody's wife, but I didn't feel like I had my own identity. And I got very involved in a lot of voluntary things. I got involved in Girl Guides, which I had been involved in all my life. But I also got involved in the figure skating club, which both my two younger girls were part of. And that was fun, but it wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't what I really wanted to do. So when I went to a Tupperware party And I looked at the opportunity of maybe joining Tupperware. And I honestly, when I joined, I looked at the opportunity of being able to sell Tupperware. Like, I didn't join for the discount, I didn't join for the camaraderie. I joined because I thought maybe I could make some money. Because in Australia, I had been part of a multi-level marketing company that was called Dorling Kindersley. It was a marketing company that sold children's books, and they still sell them, but it's not sold under Dorling Kindersley anymore, and it's not a home selling business. But I'd already had a go at home selling business, at going to people's houses and doing parties. And I thought, I didn't know whether I could cope with selling plastic. So I didn't like jump in feet first. What I did was I went to a party, I had my own party, and I started to meet amazing people. Not only people that I was doing parties for, who were really looking for solutions to save time, money, and eat more healthily, but I started to meet some amazing people at my MLM, Tupperware. I which was also an extra challenge for me, which I enjoyed because I'm obviously an Anglophone, and having to go to meetings and communicate in French was really good. And I met some amazing women who seemed to know what they were doing, and they weren't selling plastic. That was my biggest revelation, was that none of these women were selling plastic. They were selling the opportunity, they were selling the lifestyle. Now, that was something I could get behind. I love the thought that every time I'm talking to people, and maybe I'm selling them something, is that actually I'm selling them something that's going to make a difference. And I don't mean a can opener or a corkscrew or some other gadget, but all of our Tupperware systems. And of course, the very first system that I had encountered in my life was the Modular Mate system. The Modular Mate system is a system to allow you to organize your pantry so that when you go in your pantry, you can see immediately what you have, how much of it you have. You can keep your food fresh, crisp, or soft, depending on which you want, for much, much longer. And I already had modular mates. I had bought those in Australia. So I really understood their value. But when I bought them in Australia, nobody taught me about how that was changing my lifestyle. They just sold it as a storage system. And true, it is a storage system. But now I can go to my cupboard, my pantry, and I'm actually going to see if I can open the door and turn my camera around, because I have a really, really nice pantry. I think if you can see it there, it actually is a walk-in pantry. And, you know, if somebody had said to me when I joined Tupperware in Australia, you know, you can actually change people's lives by introducing them to the systems of organization, maybe I would have started my Tupperware journey many years earlier. However, I got the message and I saw, wow, if I go to somebody's house and they have a pantry that is totally disorganized, that they end up buying ingredients twice because they can't find them, that they have a layer of dust everywhere because their flour fell over, that they have little morsels of pasta and rice all around the pantry because they haven't taken everything out and cleaned it again. If I can show them that by modular mate, their stuff will stay fresh for longer. Their brown sugar is going to stay soft forever. Their apricots, raisins, marshmallows are going to stay soft forever. Why wouldn't I do that? So that for me was an amazing revelation that now, well, I'm not just selling you a number two modular mate, and this is probably the one that I use most in my pantry. I use it because I always have coconut to make Anzac cookies. I always have raisins to make banana bread and rice pudding. I always have what else? Almonds. So if I want to add them to a salad or put them into chopped up in one of my choppers into a cake, I can do that. So I love these. These really started to change my life. But that wasn't the only system that I discovered at Tupperware. One of the other and probably the most common system that people really hit on when they come across Tupperware is our fridge system. So our fridge system is designed to keep your fruit and veg for 3 to 4 times as long. So imagine you go to the store, you come home, you take time to unpack your fruit and vegetables, and now you can put them in your fridge and know that they're still going to be there and fresh and available to you for the next couple of weeks at least, and maybe longer for some things. So, how did this fit with the mission? Well, what it means is I'm saving time because I can buy things and put them in here and know that I don't have to go shopping for another 2 weeks. I'm saving money because I can actually know that I'm not going to throw my things into the garbage. And I'm eating more healthily because guess what? Now I haven't just got broccoli or carrots in my fridge, which I'm trying to use up as fast as possible before they go off. Now I have broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, I have peppers, I have cucumber, I have lettuce, I have spinach, I have asparagus. I mean, I could have anything in there. And so what that means that I can give myself, because there's only Alan and me here now, myself and Alan choices every single day. I don't have to use things up quickly. They're not going to go off. So I started to see how much money and time and how much more healthily we were eating. And I said, this is something that I can tell people about. This is something Fridge Smart. I'm selling you an opportunity to save time, save money, eat more healthily. And not only that, the last bit of our mission statement is solution to pollution. And for me, I really take that to my heart because I'm a scientist. I see how much plastic waste there is, how unnecessary it is. I see people continuing to buy single use water bottles when we have, and I'm just going to get it, we have amazing solutions for you to be able to use every single day, every single year. This is our new freezable water bottle. This actually, you can fill it up to the mark, fill it up to here, put it in the freezer overnight. The next day, you can take it out with you and gradually drink the water, and it will last up to 6 hours during the day. So not only have you got water for the day, but you've also got cold water. So this is another reason why I am at Tupperware and giving the message. And also not just water, but what about teas and coffees? How about the opportunity to take this with you if you want to go and buy a coffee? At least don't create more waste. So go take this with you, take the top off. It's pretty easy for somebody to fill this for you, give it back to you, and off you go. And now you have your solution to pollution. So those things, they started to make me believe that, wow, this could really make a difference to people. It's making a big difference to me. So why wouldn't it make a really big difference to other people? Okay, so let's continue on the systems and how the systems have been able to change my life and I believe the lives of the people that I touch with my business. And that brings me to this one. This is our freezer system. And actually, it's easy to see its freezer because it has a little snowflake on it there. That's there to remind all our husbands that this does not go in the microwave. This is a great system. It is a flexible container so that when you get your stuff out of the freezer, you know that you'll be able to get it out because it stretches. So getting it out of the freezer is not a problem. And can you see the amount of technology that goes into just this one product is amazing. Can you see how it's curved on the bottom? It's curved on the bottom so that when it's stacked on top of another one, there's still an airflow that goes underneath. Why is that important? Because now you have that one, they're separated from each other, but it means even freezing, right? So you're not just going to freeze from the top down, you're going to freeze all the way around, gives you even freezing. And when you fill your container with items, you fill it up to the line. And then when you put the lid on and you take it off after it's been in a freezer for a while, all of your freezer burn is on your lid and not on your food. So what does that mean? That means that when you are using your freezer mates, your food is not going to taste of the freezer because it doesn't get freezer burn on it. So far I'm looking pantry, fridge, freezer. Oh my goodness. So far I have 3 ways in which to influence people to really save time, save money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution. So now I'm thinking, why on earth would I not sell Tupperware? Why would I not maybe try a career at Tupperware? So I'm very happy to tell you that I've been at Tupperware now for 16 years. And in that time, I have probably since 2016, my income each year has been over $100,000. I wasn't even getting that when I was in my pharmaceutical career. So to be able to get over 100,000, and in fact, my best year ever was in 2021, and the income I got that year was $176,000. Now, last year it dropped. It dropped to about, I think it was about 130,000. So, I mean, I'm 64. Okay, we're very comfortable. My husband has a lovely pension should we ever wish to draw on it, but we don't need to at the moment because my income, which I'm loving, is keeping us afloat. So at Tupperware, we do have lots and lots of rewards. And 3 of my greatest moments Tupperware. 2013, I got my first Tupperware car. It was a little Sonic Chevrolet, and it had a great big banner of a water bottle along the side. And I remember going to the car park once and being stopped by a lady, and she says, "Wow, you must really love Tupperware if you have that on your car." And I said to the lady, "Yeah, I do love Tupperware, not least of which because they pay for my car." So since that time, I've been driving a Tupperware car. They pay for everything except any repairs that need doing and any petrol you use. And the repairs are going to be very minimal because they're all new cars, and within 3 years they take it back. So it's unlikely there's much. You might have to go in for an oil change, but your first couple of oil changes are counted as part of the warranty. So it really is an all-in car. Then in Quebec, they even supply you with your winter tires because winter tires is a rule in Quebec. So that's my first greatest moment. My second greatest moment was when I realized in 2016, and I earned over 100,000 for the first time. I had 8 directors in my team, and everything was rock and rolling. But as with many, many things in life, Tupperware often follows the N curve. What is the N curve? The N curve is where you go up and then you go down and then you go up again. And sometimes you go down again and sometimes you go up again. But the great thing about the N curve for Tupperware is when you come down, you never go down as far as you would down at the beginning. So I'm actually in a bit of a down period this year. I went way up in 2021, came down a little bit in 2022. I'm going down a little bit more in 2023, but I'm pretty confident I'm going to turn this around and we will be going up again in 2024. So that is the journey of that. And third my third greatest moment was in the end of 2021. We had had an amazing year. I mean, I, in some ways, felt a little guilty because the COVID era actually was super, super successful for a lot of MLM businesses because we're all working from home. And in December of 2021, my organization sales hit over $2 million. And even to say it now, I can't believe that we did that. 22, we sold I think it was 1.35 million. So quite a little bit lower, but still over $1 million of Tupperware. So those were my greatest moments. So if you were to join Tupperware now, what would you do? You can join, by the way, and just buy stuff for yourself. You can join and just get discount. Nobody at Tupperware is ever going to call you and say, hey, you got one of those kits. We now need to see some evidence that you're doing something. That's not how it works. Tupperware knows that a lot of people join Tupperware just for the privilege of the discount. So that works really well. So you can join for the discount, or you can join and say, well, I wouldn't mind making a bit of money. So anybody who's watching me today, if you could make an extra amount of money per month, what would be that extra amount that you would like to make? And I know for many of you, even an extra $100 a month is going to be the difference between you struggling to pay for your kids' activities or having the money cash on hand to pay for activities, or maybe adding an extra $100 to your mortgage each month, or maybe paying off your credit card bills a bit faster. So if you're in that bracket and you say, I would really like to make an extra $100 to $200 a month, there's Tupperware for you. But then maybe you're somebody who says, well, I would actually like to make $1,000 extra a month. That would really make a difference. I could save then to have a really great holiday and not use my credit card to go on holiday. At $1,000 a month, there's also opportunities for you. I regularly make more than $5,000 a month. My biggest month, I think I made $23,000 in 1 month. And it's not because I've been at Tupperware for 16 years, because many of our young, dynamic consultants are joining and making that sort of money in less than 2 years. So you have to say to yourself, what would I want from Tupperware if I was to join it? And I would love to hear from any of you who are thinking that maybe an MLM is a good way for you to have a little bit of extra money. And if you are thinking that, please reach out to me. You can actually automatically join by doing the link above. Click on the link above, enroll. If you just want to see what's going on at the moment, join my VIP group by clicking on the VIP link above. So I think I'm going to leave it there for now. I started this with a list of things that I wanted to tell you. And, you know, I got off on a different track to what I thought I would, but I'm really glad I did, because when you join Tupperware at the moment, you have a choice. You have a choice of this kit, which is our basic kit. And in this kit, you get a that's a bowl, a spatula, measuring cups, measuring spoons, and our famous chopper. But it's not just a chopper. It's an opportunity for you to make your own pesto. It's an opportunity for you to chop up nuts to put on top of a brie with melted brie with honey. It's an extra opportunity for you to be able to cut up your herbs at the end of the season and put them in the little ice cube trays with some oil and have fresh herbs all during the year. It's an opportunity for you to make ingredients to go in an omelette, to cook in our famous breakfast maker, and end up saving yourself so much money because you are not going to Tim Hortons to buy an egg sandwich or something. So this is our chopper. This is part of the kit. You can buy this without joining Tupperware. It will cost you more than $86. Joining with Tupperware, you get all of this plus including the chopper for only $59. And the other items in the kit are just as exciting. Our measuring cups and measuring spoons, 6 of each, more than any other set. And it even goes down to the 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of a teaspoon, which is a pinch of salt. And having the 2/3 and 3/4 cups means no complicated maths when you're baking. And then we have the spatula, and the spatula is designed to be bacteria and fungal free. It's made of silicone. You can use this bit as a spreader, and the silicone will go into hot and cold. And then we have our bowl. So Tupperware bowls all come with lids. The great thing about this is now you have an opportunity to make some salads, to keep a salad in your fridge and just gradually use it up during the week, or to use it as a mixing bowl and be able to hold it as you whisk with it. This is the Tupperware basic kit, and this is a 206 value for only $59. Opportunity. We also have a deluxe kit which contains all of these items, but not the mini chopper, because the deluxe kit contains the large chopper. Why would you want this? Because this is an opportunity for you to make pizza. You can make pizza dough in here, pizza topping, so you don't have to spend a lot of money or create a lot of pollution by getting a takeout. You can make pastry in here. You can chop your onions and all sorts of different vegetables to make soups at home, to be able to set up your own casseroles. There are so many things that you can do with the chopper that will make your life so much easier. And as well as that, I've already talked about the bottle and the eco mug. They both come in our deluxe kit, as well as those 3 systems I talked to you about. They're in the deluxe kit. Breakfast maker. This is an amazing introduction to cooking in the microwave. It will give you confidence, and you will understand that cooking in the microwave is safe, it's tasty, and it's quick. Do you need to find more time in your life? Also in the deluxe kit, the other another 2 things are things to help you store food in advance or take food to work for lunch. And the final thing in our deluxe kit is a set of impressions bowls. I can only reach one of them. This is the middle one. I love these because when I decide to make a chicken salad, say, or a pasta salad, or I make egg salad in here by cooking 4 eggs in here, then throwing the eggs into here, chopping them up with a little bit of onion and mayonnaise. And now I have a beautiful homemade chicken salad, a homemade egg salad. I do the same with chicken breast. And now we have the opportunity to make all of these to really make your life a lot easier and a lot simpler. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for anybody who is watching with me today. I hope that I have been able to communicate to you just how much I love what I do and how much I would love to welcome any of you to join me. All you have to do is click on the link above for enroll, or send me a message with any questions you have, and I'll be really happy to answer them. So have a fantastic day, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.